Well, hello there, Year 8s, and welcome to some more video tutorials. We're going to try and keep these ones as short as we can because I know that you don't like long ones, so let's keep it nice and short. All right, so this video we're looking at a bit of revision. Whoops, I didn't want to do that. Now I've got to go backwards. Dear oh dear, things that happen. Anyway, I'll switch that around to sort of, there we go. All right, let's try that again. Okay, we are looking at angles at a point. So this is a bit of a review from last year. Quite a bit of this stuff. There's also a little bit of extra stuff added in there as well. But without further ado, let's get into it. All right, naming angles. All right, so that's the first thing. We should know how to name angles. All right, so we've got an angle here, for instance, A, B, and C, as I'll go through the A there. So remember, when we label angles, we can do it this way. The A and C doesn't really matter which side they go on, but the important one is where the vertex is. All right, and in this case, the vertex being at the B, that's the vertex here. This pen's not working very well today. So it's that vertex point where the two lines meet. That is, and whatever letter that is labelled as, that's the one that's got to go in the middle. So as you can see here, it's angle ABC or angle CBA. All right, so ABC or CBA, doesn't matter which way. The other way you can do it is simply angle B, or whatever the letter of the vertex is. All right. To nominate the angle or show the angle, so here the size of the angle is B, so in here. All right. We've got the different types of angles. That shouldn't be anything new to you guys. You know, acute, straight, right, reflex, obtuse, and revolution. As you can see, it's got the each of the angles there in the brackets. In terms of what the angle is for each of those different types of angles that are there, I'm not going to go over that. You should know that, and you can note that down in your summary books if you wish. You've got special pairs of angles. All right. So some of the things that we looked at again last year were complementary, this pen's really not working well today. Complementary angles, and they add up to 90 degrees. Okay, we've got supplementary angles, which you can see here, which add up to 180. And we've also got vertically opposite angles, and they are equal. All right. We've also got here that the angles in a revolution sum up to 360 degrees. We know that pretty well. Lines are perpendicular if they are at right angles. So if we look here down at the compass point here, or bearings, is if we take that line from east to west and take that line from north to south, we say that they are perpendicular to each other because they are at right angles. They are at 90 degrees. All right, but none of that should be new. That should be, none of that should be new. None of that should be new. It's stuff that we did last year at Year 7. So again, if you need to note any of that stuff down, you can. You've got a diagram over here that can show you these different, or the complementary and supplementary and vertical opposite angles. You can sort of work all that out there. So for instance, angle A and B, which is here. Okay, angle A and B, angle A and angle B, they are up to 90 degrees, so they're complementary. Supplementary A and D. So here, these angles here for A and D, they are supplementary. Vertically opposite are A and C, so angle A and angle C here. We might get rid of some of that so we can see that one a bit more clearly. Angle A here is vertically opposite to angle C and vice versa. So those two angles are exactly the same. So if angle A happened to be 60 degrees, then angle C will also be 60 degrees. Okay. And bearings, that's something we didn't really do last year. We didn't do at all. So we've got 8 point compass bearings. So bearings are usually measured clockwise from north, so north from here. And as you can see, each sort of bearing has degrees associated with it. Okay, so north is 0 degrees. Then we go to northeast, which is between north and east. So obviously northeast, that's at 45. 90 degrees is east. Between east and south, we have southeast, so that's 135 degrees. Then then going directly south is at 180 degrees from north. So all these degrees are if you're rotating from north in a clockwise direction. Then we have southwest at 225 degrees, so an extra 45 degrees on from the south bearing at 180. So each of these are worth 45 degrees. If you counted each one, and the difference between each one would be 45 degrees for each sort of bearing. Then going west, we're at 270 degrees. Then between north and west, we've got northwest at 315, and then a full revolution back to north at 360 degrees. All right. Okay. So using that information, again, not much of that is new apart from the bearings. Let's have a go a couple of questions. I want you to pause the video first and then have a go at both of these problems. And that shouldn't be difficult. So determine the value of the pronumerals. And when we say pronumerals, we mean the letters. So you've got to find the value of A here and B here, and also A over here and B over there. Okay, so you need to find all them. So I'm going to get rid of them so it's a bit clearer. You're going to find the value of the pronumerals in these diagrams using this information. All right, so if you need to go back and look at that to do it, fine, go back. But otherwise, pause the video and come back in a minute or a couple of minutes when you're finished. Okay, welcome back, everyone. And let's have a look at these values. So we're going to find A to begin with. Okay, so as you can see, I'm going to get rid of that. I keep trying over the top. You've got this line and this line that meet, and then you've got a box sitting in there, and that box is telling you what? That this is a 90-degree angle. Okay, so the angle here in between these two lines is 90 degrees. All right, so if we've got 90 degrees and we've got, and look at that, it's flipped, keeps flipping around the wrong way. Okay, anyway, back on task. If we've got two angles that are add up to 90 degrees, they are complementary. All right, so to find angle A is pretty easy. We're going to say angle A equals, well, we know that's got to equal 90, the two angles, so the 30 degrees and whatever angle A is. So we know that we've already got 30, so we're going to do 90 take away 30, and that's a really bad 3, and the pen is really not working very well. There we go. So 90 take 30, so angle A equals 60, oops, oh dear, 60 degrees. Okay, well, that's the degrees in there. I can't really draw a little circle for some reason, but let's try one more time. No, not letting me. Okay, so that's 60 degrees. I'm trying to draw a little circle there to indicate the degrees. Make sure you put it in there. All right, so really easy to find angle A. Now, angle B is the outside of that angle. All right, so if we know the inside is 90 degrees, to find angle B is very simply, if we know the whole, the whole angle all the way around is 360, we are going to subtract our inside angle that we know. So our inside angle here on the inside of these two lines we know is 90 degrees. Okay, so 360 minus 90 is going to take us to, 270 degrees. All right, so if I subtract 100 from 360, that gets us to 260. Need to add 10 back on because I haven't done 100, I've done 90, so that's 270 degrees, and there's that degree sign. Okay, so that's angle A and angle B. So angle B, 270 degrees. Okay, on the other side here, we're going to find angle A and B. Doesn't matter which one you find first. I'm going to say I'm going to find angle B first, and let's look how that one relates to the 65 degrees. So that angle B is opposite. Okay, so we're looking at the vertically opposite idea here. So I'm going to say angle B equals 65 degrees. Again, that is a degree sign. I'm really struggling with that one. And that is because it is vertically, it's meant to be an R, opposite. Okay, angle A, well, we can find angle A a couple of ways. I could do it with angle B here, or also do it with angle A. And what type of angle have we got? So angle A with the 65 degrees. So what type of angle have we got there? Well, it is a straight angle, and that straight angle adds up to 180. So it is supplementary. All right, so very easy. We take 180 because it is a straight angle. We subtract our 65 degrees from that one, and that will give us 180 minus 60 is 120. Take away another 5 is 115. 15 degrees. All right, so that's easy, and that's it. I'm going to stop here. So we're nearly at 9 minutes, so yeah, that'll do. Quick thing to know, I got a book the other day. It was titled Anti-Gravity. It was a good read. I couldn't put the thing down. Anyway, on that note, just hitting 10 minutes, so I'm going to sign off. Bye-bye.